Start to listen. You're watching Kimmy Speaks.
Hey guys, it's Kimmy Speaks, and this is vlog 36. So I'm hoping you guys are having a great week thus far, the beginning of the week. I know that I said I was going to do a vlog before the end of the week, but I didn't do one. So this week on Friday, actually last week I should say, I got what is called an IV infusion. And what that is basically you sit, or either you can sit in a chair, or usually you get your own room and you lay in a bed and you go to sleep for about 4 hours. And they feed iron through a bag, through an IV, for about 4 hours. And then you leave after that. So that was my experience on Friday. So obviously I didn't do a vlog on Friday because I was dealing with that. And then Saturday I was still tired. So, but I'm glad to be here, guys. The IV iron went very well. Usually people sometimes get side effects or allergic reactions, and I didn't have any of those things, thank the Lord. I was nervous at first, but I prayed and I had other people praying with me, and yeah, you know how I feel about bearing with one another, right? So today's vlog, I want to talk to you guys about the issue of anger. So personally, I know me, I'm pretty slow to anger, but when it does happen, it's quite an explosive situation. Usually it comes off guard. People really don't know when it's coming. I usually know when it's coming, and I try to deal with it. See, my thing is when I'm upset with a person or upset about a situation, because first I don't know, I rationalize it. So if someone has offended me, the first thing that I take as offense is the action, and then the person. So maybe the first couple of hours or the first couple of days, I'm wrestling with the action that happened, and I'm trying to figure out, why did it happen? Could it have been different? Could my reaction have been different? Usually there's no reaction. Something happens and I usually just try to stay as slow to anger as possible. So usually a person doesn't even know that I'm offended, honestly. And then after rationalizing the situation, then comes the person. So then I have to figure out, okay, is the person responsible for this type of situation? I mean, yeah, you think it comes out of their mouth, but sometimes, sometimes they might have said something in anger, or did something in anger, or did something in fear, so who knows? So like I said, I'm rationalizing all those things, and then what ends up happening is sometimes it comes to be that this is the type of situation where I just cannot rationalize it any longer, and then it needs some type of addressing. And so what usually happens is I get angry. I get angry and I put everybody in that box. So if A did something to me, my anger is for B through Z. B through Z get lumped up with A, and A may not get to know the situation yet. Why is that the case? Because I honestly, it's that intellectual thing where I'm rationalizing. Should I tell them? Should I wait? Should I think some more? Should I pray about it? Should I talk to my friends about it? Is it a big enough issue? And so yeah. So anger is just like this really tricky kind of thing, What I tend to remember when it comes to anger is I always remember where it says, like, do not sin in your anger. That's like the only part I always remember, like, I hope I'm not sinning in my anger, I hope I'm not sinning in my anger. And that's when the intellectual part comes out. That's why I separate the situation from the person, and then eventually they go back together and blah, 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 So, yes. I want to know what you guys think about anger, or how do you deal with anger? Some people write lists, some people write letters, some people count, some people pray, some people read their Bibles. What I did that was different this week was whenever I felt like I was going to remember the situation and be angry, I read my Bible. That might sound weird, but I need to get my mind off of it, so I read my Bible. So, as you guys know, I'm reading the book of First Kings. So, on a certain day, I think it was Wednesday of last week, I was very upset. And honestly, I did get explosive around the evening time after reading my Bible. But honestly, I didn't pray about it, and I didn't give it to God. You know, I was rationalizing with it, right? So, okay. So, reading the book of First Kings. And oh my gosh, what I want to read to you, I was excited when I read it. I was so serious. I'm going to read it to you now. Like, you got to hear this. First Kings, chapter, let's see. This like really, I take notes on stickies. So let's see. Oh yes. First Kings chapter 6 verse 16 through 17. I want to read the whole thing, but I really feel like I done went over time. So I'm going to. This is what I'll do tonight. I will read verses 16 through 17. But I will post the whole scripture in the description box. And I want you guys to read it, okay? So here's what it says. Actually, you know what? Oh man, it's so hard. I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read. I'm going to read Second Kings. I was saying First Kings. I meant to say Second Kings. I'm sorry, guys. I'm reading the book of Second Kings. 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 8 through 17. I'm gonna stop at no 18. Okay, I know I'm battling. Okay, I really want to. Okay, I'm gonna read it now. Okay. Now the king of Syria was making war against Israel, and he consulted with his servants, saying, "My camp will be in such and such a place." And the man of God sent to the king of Israel, saying, "Beware that you do not pass this place, for the Syrians are coming down there." Then the king of Israel sent someone to the place, of which the man of God had told him. Thus he warned him, and he was watchful there not just once or twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was greatly troubled by this thing, and he called his servants and said to them, "Will you not show me which of us is for the king of Israel?" And one of his servants said, "None, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet who is in Israel, tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedroom." So he said, "Go and see where he is, that I may send and get him." And it was told him, saying, "Surely he is in Dothan." Therefore he sent horses and chariots and a great army there, and they came by night and surrounded the city. And when the servant of the man of God arose early and went out, there was an army surrounding the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said to him, "Alas, my master, what shall we do?" So he answered, "Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." And Elisha prayed and said, "Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see." Then the Lord opened the eyes of a young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. So when the Syrians came down to him, Elisha prayed to the Lord and said, "Strike this people, I pray, with blindness." And he struck them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. So once again, I'm going to post all that in the description box. You gotta read this chapter. Just gotta read the book of 2 Kings, period. But anyway, that's 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 through 18. You see that? When I read that, I thought about my heart when I read that, before my little explosive anger. But I really did think about my heart. I thought, is it that I'm not seeing for which I'm angry with these individuals? So that's about it. Please post your prayer requests, your prayer reports. If you have any music you'd like me to add in or feature in my videos, new upcoming Christian artists, that'd be awesome. I'm not reviewing anyone today, but the next vlog I will have something for you guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to do this community thing with me. Alrighty guys, you will be my prayers.